thanks for joining. I'm here with Sharon Zeevpool, the Director of Agent 99 PR. Sharon, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're talking about LinkedIn for small businesses. Sharon, how useful of a recruitment tool are social media sites like LinkedIn?
Look, I think LinkedIn is an incredibly powerful tool, especially now that it's been established for a long time. So you've got a lot of people on it, and it's just a great way to be able to target the type of staff that you really want, and you look at them before they've actually come to you. So you're able to decide before you've even made that contact. So I love it as a recruitment tool. I've had 2 successful recruits into a senior capacity, and I've been really happy.
Sure. So what can small business owners really do? How do they go about it? Do you target specific people?
Well, I think the thing to remember is that you only get limited use of LinkedIn before you start paying for it. So it depends on your budget, but if you just want to use it on a basic level, you have to be really smart about the time that you spend on it. So when I go about it, I will just do a search for a certain role. So for example, for me, it might be PR account manager Sydney, and then all of the different profiles will come up of the people who are already in those roles. I will have a look at each one of them, and I'm able to gather whether they're the right fit in terms of their experience right off the bat, because I know what I'm looking for. So it's really important to know what you're looking for, and be very specific about that. And once I feel like they've got a good knowledge base and have got the experience that I'm looking for, I will then connect with them. I post our role on our website, so I send them the link, and then if they're interested, they will connect with me, and then we'll start the conversation. Either they will send their resume and I'll have a look at that, or we might set up a phone call or a coffee catch up. And really it's just to get to know each other a little bit and see if there's substance there and a good cultural fit. And if you go about doing that, you will learn very quickly as to who is the right fit for you and who isn't.
Sure. So really targeted there, not, your widespread jobs board, big net catch.
No, not at all. This is really targeted, and I think that's why it's been so successful for me. But I think that one of the things that I tend to see with other business owners when they get on it and they realise how good it is, they have a bit of a scattergun approach and they just target everybody and go crazy. And before you know it, they actually have to pay to move on to the next level. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you just have to be mindful of that. So the more specific and targeted you are, the more successful you will be, and you won't have to reach that far. With the first role that I recruited for, I think I sent about 5 messages or LinkedIn requests, and the first person who actually responded was the one who ended up in the role, and she was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So again, it's just being really smart, doing your research, looking at their profile, understanding it before you even bother. You don't want to just go to people willy-nilly. It's just not going to really be very productive for you.
Sure. Are there any other things to steer clear of?
I think you can easily get carried away with big brand names as well. But to me, it's really about someone who's taken the time with their profile to talk about their experience and what their skills actually are. I tend to not look at the endorsements. I don't feel that they really carry that much weight because I think they just get... They're not so organic, they get pushed through, and I think in the end it's all about the skills and it's about the number of years and what they've done and where they've been and just getting a really nice broad sense. If I find that someone just has, oh, I worked at this place from this date to this date and then the next job, but there's no substance there, it puts me off already because I feel like they're being lazy about it. So I think if you really want to present yourself well, then it's about having all of the skills outlined. You don't have to write a book on it because that's also not a great thing. But, just having that salient information I find is really, really helpful, and it helps me to target the right people.
Fantastic. Great tips there. Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.